Okay, so I put my hydraulic cylinder in the vise and we need to remove that. So safety first. I got my earphones, safety glasses, and I'm going to use the grinding wheel to start, and then I'm going to switch to a flapper wheel when I get down a little closer to the actual cylinder. So let's get started. I'm going to get my dust mask. So as you can see, I got most of the weld out, and now I'm going to switch this grinding wheel to a heavy, I think this is an 80 grit. I think it's 80. Either way, we're going to switch it to a flapper wheel to do the fine grinding. Make sure I don't want to go too far into the cylinder, and we'll be looking for that pinhole. Of course, I got my safety gear, and I'll be putting that back on. Okay, so it's all ground smooth. Unfortunately, I can't find the hole, but there's a line right here that it may have came from, and I gouged this out a little bit because there was a pit in mark there. So I'm going to put a bead along here, and then one beside it, and then fill this in, and hopefully that'll cover it. So we'll have to find out, because I don't have any fittings for this to check it, just even with some air. It's hydraulic. But we'll clean this up with some slap shot, our high-end cleaner, and then put a weld on it. So I'm going to be doing some stick welding. I'm not a welder, so I can imagine some of my viewers are going to make fun of me. This is the best weld I can do. So that was my practice, and I got to put that over here and make it fairly wide. Now I can't find the hole, so I'm going to have to make it a little wider than I thought to make sure it gets sealed. So we'll get started, and I'll show you what it looks like in the end. there you go. I got my shitty weld, but it's a lot better than using the MIG welder, that's for sure. So if that doesn't work, I don't think I'm gonna be able to fix this cylinder. So why don't you get us by? Now I got to install it back in the tractor, backhoe, and then she's working. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw these in the blaster real quick and clean up these little. These are piston holders. They hold the cylinder in place so that it can still swivel. And this is the pin that holds the arm in, but it's got some serious damage on the top there. So I'm gonna try and I'll put that on the lathe and just clean up the edges right here. So I'm gonna go over here to the blaster, and we're gonna throw my mask on and give it a quick blast, and then we'll paint it up so that it's protected. Just a quick spritz to protect it. A little coat of paint, no big deal.